I'm following her to her new place. So she pulled over as well to make sure that, or whatever, I'm okay. He's saying she's not allowed to be there.
Exactly.
By stopping here, he does not want you here. Because now
Why?
because he has no idea what you're going to do. You don't think we dealt with situations where the person in this car
Sir,
all of a sudden... I don't know that.
Military.
I don't give a I don't give a fuck. And
Okay.
now I'm getting mad. Because you stopped when I stopped.
I didn't get out of my... you.
Shut the door for your own safety.
No.
All right, fine. Do whatever you want. I'm fucking done with her.
Who's going to jail?
Am I taking her to jail?
She's just...
I could have for a
Yeah, you know, you could have. Yeah, for sure. But that was, you know, that's up to you.
What?
For you?
Yeah, got you.
The tires to the pavement, I will put her in jail. Somebody can take that little kid out of the back seat.
Welcome back to Legal Dissent, where we evaluate your constitutional rights before they're taken away. That's right, we're back finally. Thank you all for the love and support while I've been away. For those of you who want to skip straight ahead to the video and don't necessarily care about what's been going on in my life, there are chapters placed for your convenience. As many of you know, I was diagnosed with cancer late last year, which obviously slowed me down a bit. After a lovely dose of radiation, my immune system was weakened, and I was hit in January with an especially nasty case of pneumonia, which had me hospitalized for an extended period of time. After taking a few months off, I am feeling better than ever and am looking forward to getting back into our regular schedule here on YouTube. Our main goal here is to educate and let people know what their rights are in certain situations that could happen to you or your loved ones on a daily basis. So spread the word and let people know that they have rights. I also want to be clear about some of my beliefs. I am proud to be an American. America is a great place to live because of the rights and freedoms we are entitled to and what I'm exercising right now. If you don't believe me, just take a look around the world and see how stifled and oppressive other governments are. In lots of countries around the world, my channel would not even be allowed to exist. This being said, America's not perfect, and we can be better together. I am thankful for my freedom of speech, and that's why it is so important for us to be vigilant to protect it from being taken away. This video was submitted by multiple subscribers via email and Facebook asking us to review it. All of the links to the original videos, case law, statutes are all located in the description below. Rights Crispy posted a video on his channel on January 25th, 2022 of an encounter between his wife's cousin and deputies from the Santa Rosa, Florida Sheriff's Department on December 18th of last year. Shannon Boone was pulled over by Deputy D'Souza for an alleged expired license plate.
Go. Go. They can go.
That window doesn't unroll.
They need to leave.
Huh?
They.
My sister.
They're gonna leave.
For what? What am I being pulled over for?
161 Santa Rosa.
What's the issue, sir?
I'm explaining to you in a minute, ma'am.
Okay.
Want to roll me another unit? No more response. I'm stopping you to see you. They are not to stop. They are not part. They are not part of my traffic stop. Okay. Let me finish.
Following her.
That's okay. She can pull up down the road and wait. She's not going to stay here and wait. She's going to leave. It's not open for conversation, debate. I'm dealing with one person, ma'am. I'm dealing with one person. I'm not dealing with more than one.
She's not dealing with you. She's making.
She's staying right there.
Is okay.
Your safety is fine.
Anything illegal, right?
I promise you, she is.
The first thing I have to point out is how absurd this deputy is acting. Does he reasonably expect that his messages are going to be telepathically delivered to the driver of the forward vehicle? This is insanely silly. Further, there is no statute in Florida that forbids a driver from pulling over on the shoulder of a highway. This would be covered in Florida statutes 316.194 and .195. The only way the deputy could make the claim that the forward vehicle was breaking a law is by claiming that she is failing to comply with a lawful order from a law enforcement officer, which is defined in 316.072. As usual, when we run into these types of statutes, we must evaluate if the order is lawful or not. However, at this point in the encounter, it's a moot point because the deputy has not even spoken with the driver of the forward vehicle, and it is utterly unreasonable for him to believe that he has issued any kind of directives to that vehicle.
I know what I'm doing here, sir.
Well, I know what I'm doing too, so.
I don't know why you're being so rude to me. You've been rude.
How am I being rude? I said they can't be here. That's not being rude. That's not being... Ma'am, look at me. Look, see this? We're being recorded too, so I know I'm good.
I understand.
Okay, the reason why you being pulled over...
You're saying that Shelly can't be parked on the side of the road in front of me?
No, she cannot.
She pulled over because I got pulled over and I'm following her to her new place. So she pulled over as well to make sure that, or whatever, I'm okay. He's saying she's not allowed to be there.
Exactly. She cannot be next to any place near my traffic stop, sir. I guarantee you I'm right. She can pull up down the road by all means. Or by the Tom Thumb, by Nantahala. She's not going to be within 2 car lengths of where I'm stopped.
It appears to me that the forward vehicle is more than 2 car lengths away from the stopped car. So even if that is the standard by which obstructing a traffic stop is judged, which it's not clear by any law or statute that I could find that it is, then the vehicle is still far enough away to be reasonably not obstructing this traffic stop. At this point, Wrights Crispy breaks the video into a picture-in-picture mode, showing the point of view of Shelly, who is the driver of that forward vehicle.
Well, you ran my tag for a reason.
I ran your tags, I drove by it. I'm allowed to run tags, wasn't I?
It's just...
I run tags all day long.
Yeah, that's weird to me.
Why is it weird?
Like
a third of the time,
suspicious of something.
Nope, ma'am. Half the time, a third of the time from doing it, that's when I'll find somebody who's got a warrant. That's when I'll find somebody who's one of us. Okay.
Are you waiting for me to do something? Yes.
Nope, I was waiting for you to finish the conversation, so I tell you I'm going to go check this. And I'll print it up for you so you know what I'm talking about.
Okay. Definitely.
I really don't like her this. She got to go. I'll just inform. I said, I'm just going to inform her she got to go up the road. She can wait, but she's going to wait up the road. She's not going to wait here.
Makes you happy. That's
ma'am, it's not happy. Let me.
You got to understand, too, that people are worried about their loved ones as well. So
okay, well, I'm worried. Guess what? I go home every night, so I'm gonna make sure I go home every night.
She's a woman.
Okay.
And she is probably just concerned.
In broad daylight, you got pulled over. People get pulled over all the time.
Broad daylight, sir.
Yeah, we do for the most part.
Okay.
I'll be back. I'll be back.
Back and then came back in front of her, got in between me and her.
Matter of fact, I can't do that either. I'm just gonna stand by and wait. We're gonna wait. I don't like. Okay, I'm a veteran too. Thank you. Ma'am, doesn't. I'm 10-4, thank you. I'm a veteran too, ma'am. I'm good, thank you.
Looked like he was walking my vehicle. Did he stop?
I think he called for backup.
I want the car moved, but I'm not going to that car.
All you have to do is ask her to move.
I already told her to move 3 times, and you told me no, she doesn't have to move. Those were your words. Excuse me. I'm not going, ma'am. I'm not going to her vehicle. I yelled towards them, ma'am. You got to go. And you said they don't have to.
Tell her that.
Okay, ma'am. I yelled at that vehicle. It's all here.
Honey, her windows are rolled up.
Okay.
How is she supposed
well, I'm not going to walk over. I'm not going to walk over to that vehicle in between 2 other cars. So we'll wait.
Without even going to her.
I don't have to go to her vehicle. Don't have to.
He's so ridiculous. He's being absolutely unprofessional.
Yes, ma'am.
Totally.
You have a right to your opinion.
Small toddler. That is really a shame.
We get this question all the time. Your license plate when on the public highway is information that you are willingly revealing to the public eye, and therefore law enforcement can run your tags without any reasonable articulable suspicion. The information they glean from that license scan is again information that you have willingly granted to your state government in exchange for a driver's license and the ability to legally drive on the roadway. It is not unusual for officers to run plates, and if you see an officer behind you on the road, you can naturally assume that they are running your plates regardless of how you are driving. If the deputy ran her plates and the report showed that they are expired or there is a warrant for her arrest, a court would find that to be a legal justification to initiate a traffic stop. Deputy Crawford arrives, and finally, a law enforcement officer approaches Shelly in the forward vehicle.
Hello, how are you?
Can you just go, please?
Well, that's my sister and my niece, so I'm just going to stay here until they're released.
I need you to leave. If you can wait up there, I think.
It's a public road, is it not? I'm not obstructing traffic. I'm in the shoulder.
So you're obstructing this traffic stop, so can you just please...
How am I obstructing it? So I'm sitting in my vehicle and
lot
not...
up there. Please, just go up there.
I'm going to make sure that my sister and my niece are safe.
She'll be
well,
fine.
and I will observe that in my mirror.
Okay, so now I'm telling you, I'm not asking you. You need to go.
What law am I breaking?
I'm telling you, you
but
need
I'm
to go.
asking you what law am I breaking?
Because it's not safe for you to be here.
Why is it not safe for me to be here?
All right. Are we going to
If
play?
my,
All right, can I have
I'm
your
not.
ID?
I'm
Can I
just
have your
saying.
ID?
What am I being detained?
You are now.
What am I being detained
Because
for?
now I need to identify you.
This is another issue that we have addressed so many times before. Throughout the United States, you only have to identify to law enforcement if an officer has a reasonable, articulable suspicion that you are committing a crime, about to commit a crime, or have committed a crime. Needing to identify is not a lawful reason for detainment. However, the deputy would rely on statute 316.072, claiming that he gave Shelley a lawful order to move, and by refusing to follow that lawful directive, she is committing a crime that allowed him to detain and identify her. The crux of the argument would revolve around if this is a lawful order or not. We already took a look at 316.194 and .195 that do not provide any justification for detaining Shelley, but the claim would be that she is obstructing the traffic stop of her sister. However, there is no legal definition of this in Florida that I can find. Therefore, it would most likely be left to a reasonableness inquiry to be determined in a courtroom. In my opinion, the deputies are being completely unreasonable in this situation.
What am I being detained for?
I need to identify you.
I would
And
like
if
to
you
know what
refuse
I'm being obtained for.
Because you chose to stay in this situation.
Because I chose to stay on the shoulder of the road?
So now I want your ID. And if you refuse to give it to me, then we'll go sit in my car, okay?
What law is that breaking, though?
By not
I'm trying to understand.
You're failing to identify to a law enforcement officer, okay?
But but I have to identify if I'm being detained.
Yes, because
then you have to have a reason to detain me.
So listen, I'm not playing this game. I'm going to come over and we're going to get out of your car.
No, sir. No, sir. You can call your sergeant. No, sir. You can call your sergeant.
You can get out of the car.
You call your sergeant. I would like a supervisor, please.
You can get out of the car right now, or I can help you out of the car. Or you can just
You
give
will
me
not put your... That's assault. Because I've not broken the law.
You're impeding this traffic stop.
How am I impeding
Because
it?
it has nothing to do with you. I asked you to leave.
The only reason why I pulled over is because my sister does not know my new residence, and she got pulled over.
And I told you could go wait up there in that parking lot. Okay? You both have cell phones.
What is the problem?
Because now you won't identify. First, you won't do a simple thing I asked you to do.
I'm telling you I'm her sister, and I know that that's what she has told him by now.
Okay. That has nothing to do with what's going on back there.
Okay, and I'm not interfering with you doing what you men have to do.
No, you are. By stopping here, he does not want you here. Because now
Why?
Because he has no idea what you're going to do. You don't think we dealt with situations where the person in this car...
Sir, I'm retired military. I understand how it goes.
I don't give a fuck. And
okay.
now I'm getting mad because we have no idea what your intentions...
Okay, I will pull up, but I will be calling the police department. I would like your badge number.
I'll give you my card.
Please do.
I've been so nice. I gave you multiple
You're
opportunities.
cussing at me and you're being
because I'm done with you.
Rude.
Yeah.
So you want to cuss at me? I can cuss at you.
All day long.
And
all day long.
That I have not been rude to you. I was sitting here minding my own business.
So you started refusing. So I still need your ID.
But I was asking you what you were detaining me for. That's it.
I need your ID because you chose. Because you're interfering with this. We don't want you here. It's not.
I will comply with your ID request, but you are not going about this correctly at all.
It's all on film.
Good. Hi. I'm glad.
And we'll see
I'm glad.
How it escalated this because of your non-compliance.
No, it did not escalate because of my non-compliance. I asked you questions you refused to answer, and you are supposed to answer them.
I don't need
You did not tell me what I was going to be detained for. You did not tell me why I needed to identify myself.
For failing to do what we asked you to do. So now
but
you
I am on a
here.
public road.
Now I need to make sure that
holding
we are
the shoulder.
Right, this has nothing to do with you.
She's my sister.
Okay, we don't need to worry about two cars. We need to be
I mean, do I need to flatten a tire to have an excuse to be on the side of the road? You're ridiculous, sir.
No.
You are absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah, I'm ridiculous.
You are. You absolutely are. Where is my wallet? I have it all on recording too, so.
I'm sorry?
And I would still like your card, please. Thank you.
Yeah.
I was doing absolutely nothing wrong, and I'm allowed to be on a public fucking road.
You're not allowed to
I am
impede it.
I'm not impeding
Yes,
shit.
you are, because
I'm
you
sitting in
stopped
my
when I
vehicle.
stopped.
I didn't get out of my. Fuck you.
Shut the door for your
You
own
did-
safety.
No.
Fine, do whatever you want.
Fuck you.
I'm fucking done with her. I came up, I asked her, please just pull up. You're impeding his stop. He doesn't need to worry about you. She's like, nope, nope. Why? Let me see your ID. Why? Am I being detained?
Because you're making yourself part of the traffic stop.
It was at this point that Shelley had to call 911 herself and request a supervisor, which dispatch had go to the scene.
Rosa County, police, fire, ambulance.
Actually, I'm an individual pulled over on the side of the road. This is ridiculous. I need a lieutenant, a supervisor, something out here.
15 minutes after this call, a supervisor arrives and discusses the situation with the deputies, then briefly speaks with both drivers, allowing them both to leave. He then comes back to talk with Deputies D'Souza and Crawford. And D'Souza's first question to the supervisor is, so who is going to jail?
Who's going to jail?
Taking her to jail?
She's just.
They're gonna
I mean, I could have for a few.
Yeah, you know, you could have, yeah, for sure. But that was, that's up to
That
you.
was what?
No, I just want to go home.
Yeah, I got you. She was just upset, saying that basically you cussed her first, which then caused her to cuss back, and then she just basically thought it was very
And
unprofessional.
now her boy and now the other one.
So I just gave her my card too, and I said that I would email Lieutenant. And
Does she know she could go to jail
yeah,
for what she did?
Yeah,
I mean, because
yeah. She just she didn't understand. She's saying that she didn't understand that she becomes part of the traffic stop when she fails to leave the traffic stop.
I told her, but she didn't want to listen. She didn't want to believe that. She knew more than I did, so.
Yeah. Well, she calmed down a lot when I was speaking to her. She was polite and nice and not disrespectful.
Like this lady was too, right?
Yeah.
The same car, but sweet and kind.
Yeah.
You can watch the video later.
Yeah.
Okay.
Want to tell me? She told me I didn't know what I was doing.
So they
I had no right to
they're
go
on
tag.
No, I didn't know if y'all were done with the traffic stop.
I've been done.
Okay.
I've been
We're
done.
done.
Okay.
The red car wanted to wait for you.
Yeah, got you.
The tires of the pavement. I will put her in jail. And somebody can take that little kid out of the back seat. I've been more than kind and sweet and polite for that.
It's one of those things,
I
man.
mean, this young, I mean, like,
Yeah.
I mean, first of all,
Yeah.
leaving when I asked her to leave, and then also by not identifying.
Yeah, I said once you are requested to identify yourself, you have to identify yourself.
This is completely untrue. How is it that supervisors and law enforcement still do not realize that we do not live in a society where you have to produce identification to government simply because they ask? They must have reasonable articulable suspicion of a crime. Santa Rosa County Sheriff Bob Johnson had this to say after the video circulated online and on the local news.
Hey everybody, Sheriff Bob Johnson, Santa Rosa County Sheriff's Office. I want to speak to you a moment about a video that's on YouTube involving two of my deputies on a traffic stop. And before I get into it, first and foremost, I want to apologize to those two ladies at the way the officers acted. Their actions were totally inexcusable, and we do not tolerate it here at Santa Rosa County Sheriff's Office. At this time, they're being punished, but not only that, they're going to receive extensive retraining. And I just want the citizens of Santa Rosa County to know that we don't put up with this at Santa Rosa County Sheriff's Office. We're a transparent, professional law enforcement organization with 390 sworn officers. When something happens like this in Santa Rosa County, I take full responsibility for it. These two deputies work for me, and I can guarantee you the problem will be corrected. Thank you.
The officers received a punishment of 40 hours of intervention training, 8 hours of de-escalation training, and they have to make a presentation to the police academy on how to conduct a professional traffic stop. What do you think? Is this enough to curb deputies who are so entitled to being obeyed that they hurl profanity and slam doors on women they stop on the side of the road just for questioning their orders? Will they learn from this training, or will it just reinforce their anger and their misunderstanding of the law? Let us know in the comments below. And remember that no matter who you are, you have value and you have rights. Do not be afraid to use them, and we'll see you next time right here on Legal Dissent.